and she lifted me up, returned me to the land like a million pieces across the sand. I was hiding, confined me. I'm different than when I began, like arrows.
Sea Glass is the story of how we as humans get broken down emotionally, mentally throughout life. We all go through different experiences. We sort of like the glass that is tossed into the ocean. We get tossed and turned and tumbled and shattered and then scattered across the land when we're returned to it. And we're different, but yet somehow still the same, where our edges are softened, where we really become different as people. We're sort of these treasures to be found and to be appreciated and to be recognized. So it's how your life experience is. Even though you might be broken down, you'll be returned as something new and beautiful.
But now I'm invisible. She's a Wonder Woman, fighting her demons. How she does what she does, she'll never tell. She'll never tell.
Unsung Hero is, I think, a story we can all relate to. The working moms and dads that are out there that are just trying to survive. We're working through the night trying to make everything happen. It's a specific ode to my mother, who is my unsung hero. But I see reflections of myself and so many others in this song.
And if dragons come along, she would slay every last one. That land between was our everything, all our hopes and dreams, and all we thought we knew.
The line between was specifically written about my father and the experience that I went through when I lost him, and how there were two dates on headstones, the birth date and the death date, but it was that line between that really meant everything. It was every experience, every personality, every individual moment, everything, every memory that you had with that person and everything they experienced before they even knew you.
In that line between, how's he gonna break the spell between Angel and Jezebel?
Angel and Jezebel is the story song about two different sisters. It's the balance between the dark and the light. The blonde-haired, blue-eyed Angel sister and the dark-haired, doe-eyed, tattooed Jezebel sister. And the decision that specific gentleman has to make when he comes across the two of them and falls in love deeply with both of them. It's the balance between yin and yang, sun and moon, and it's basically the balance between those two parts within all of us.
Underneath that velvet sky, his heart began to ache. Just remember, I'm more than your mom, I'm also your friend.
Promise Me is a very personal song. It's a song that I wrote specifically for my children, but I think it's also a message to all kids and to children of all ages about how important it is to be true to yourself, to find your path, to get up when life knocks you down, and specifically from a motherhood perspective, for my kids to know that I will always be there for them, not just as their mom, but also their friend and their main support system.
But in the end, please remember, I'm more than your mom, I'm also your friend.
Dark Carnival is a bit of a different twist. It's my son's favorite song, actually. It's an instrumental I wrote specifically on a very old, haunted piano down in my bar room downstairs. And it was basically inspired just by sort of channeling the ghosts of the tavern in my home. It's got sort of an Eastern European feel to it. And my daughter actually named it. She said, it sounds like this macabre, like dark carnival. And I thought, Dark Carnival is a great title. So we kept it, we used it, and it's a fun instrumental, very dark and moody and mysterious.
I wish I could turn back the page to the time when you could read my mind.
The Last Goodbye is a relationship song, or the end of a relationship, and it's always the question of what that last moment is where one person feels they just cannot possibly take anymore, where what winds up being that end point. In a relationship, things wax and wane, you go through a lot, you grow, you change, you grow together hopefully, but relationships are a garden, and if you don't do that weeding, and sometimes even if you do the weeding, it's very difficult to keep things together for a long period of time. So it's a bit of a sad song, but maybe a new beginning.
I see the clouds, they are reflected here in the waters around. Here where I swim, swimming through sky, down by the river. Come now, don't you want to come and dive in?
And I Want to Fly was sent to me by a Russian band named Severovostok, and they sent that song to me a long time ago and asked me to do lyrics and vocals over their song. So I did. I sent it back, but we hadn't heard anything for many years since then. It's got a very progressive rock sort of style to it, almost early Jethro Tull, and it was just a really fun song to be part of and contribute to.
And I know this won't last, but memories of times gone past will make us smile.
Another Day was written while I was walking through the woods with my dog, and this was after my grandfather has passed. Having gone through a difficult time at that point, just trying to remember it's just another day and tomorrow will be better, and the hope and the promise that lies within each day that comes. So just to keep looking for that next moment, that next minute, that next hour, that next day, that when you feel the need for that beauty and that peace, if you don't feel it right now in this very second, it's coming.
I can still see you next to me, just as clear as that summer's day. The greatest thing you'll ever learn.
Nature Boy was a wonderful classic song, golden song, sung by Nat King Cole. He just did such an incredible version of it. It was my dad's favorite song, or one of his favorite songs, and I actually recorded it when he was sick because I wanted to give him a present for his birthday. And it took a lot of convincing for me to sort of take that personal feeling that it was such an intimate moment of giving that to my dad. So I needed convincing to put it on this album, but ultimately I think it's a perfect song to end the tracks with.
Here's just to love and be loved in return. What's a poor boy gonna do when he's caught between those two?
Angel and Jezebel is actually two different versions. We did a rock version and we did a sort of country back porch, everybody kind of just sitting out there around a bonfire and with acoustic guitars version. So it actually started off with the back porch version, and then I went back in and I kind of added a little bit edgier instrumentation and arrangement to make it the rock version. So it's the same song, but just two totally different vibes.
Underneath that velvet sky, his heart began to ache. Please remember, I'll always be your friend.